You was mad at me when I walked in.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
We
Why?
don't
It looked like there was a tension between
we
you.
don't
two.
gotta talk about it, but it's cool. But you
Was I mad at you?
You look
every
mad
time
at
I
him.
walk in, you like we show respect and then.
No, I was just saying I saw you on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Saw a picture of it, yeah, and I was saying you was a sucker.
Yeah, can we talk about that a little
Damn, a
bit?
sucker for that?
That's what I said.
What are you
To you. I don't think you was. I don't
Emanny
think.
appeared.
Yo,
in-
whoa, fellas!
I said, what are y'all talking about? I don't know what
I
you're
was telling
talking
what you're talking about.
I don't need you to.
Well, y'all were talking to each
translate.
other. Go ahead, finish.
No, I can talk to you.
Please finish, sir. I don't want no problems.
Yeah, not me neither.
I don't want no problems.
Usually when I look at Emanny, I praise him. Yeah, how you doing? But today I called him a sucker. I whispered to him, "You sucker," and because I saw him on the podcast.
What podcast?
Which podcast? That's what he was asking.
He did a podcast with that guy. You know what I mean? You told me you wouldn't be doing a podcast with that guy. Actually, when certain people was talking about your constituents up here, you took a stance. Oh, I don't like that. And then I see a picture, and it just kind of surprised me. So I looked at you and mumbled,
Well, you know what?
Sucker.
You know what?
What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod. There's so much happening with such little dialogue. So many things to implicate from what just transpired. Why do people get mad at Emanny for, in essence, doing the same things that they themselves do? And they do it for free. There's no telling if Emanny got paid for this interview or whatnot, but they get on Spaces with The Stop, aka Danny, all the time for free. But now they have the audacity to get upset at Emanny. And the real reason they're upset is because Emanny is finally thinking for self. It was a big deal that Joe let Emanny even get this argument off on the Patreon. It's a big deal because in essence, he's promoting the interview. He's promoting Danny's channel on Patreon. He's promoting Danny's movement, and he's promoting himself. Emanny told us a couple of months ago that he was going to create a Patreon and start on his own. How better way to go about that than going to the media? Going to the mediums that are going to provide you subscribers. So Emanny was thinking for self when he did the interview with Danny. And of course, Danny is going to jump on any opportunity to interview with anyone from the JBP. And this is not a knock. I'm going to do the same whenever I'm presented the opportunity. So Danny's not concerned about the reasoning behind Emanny's shit. But Joe is. Flip is. Flip doesn't want Emanny to grow his own set of wings. Because Flip always wants to have somebody in the tuck like a backwoody and apparently a milfy now. He needs people that are always going to rely on him. Emanny is supposed to be one of those people, and they've had to distance themselves due to the last time they were together. Joe did not sanction that. Joe was pissed. Joe really wanted to suspend Flip and Emanny for the same reasoning, but he couldn't convey to Flip that you really don't run your own operation, at least not with my people. And Flip is mad at Danny because Danny can operate autonomously. He can do as he pleases. And that's something that he's really trying to see. He's trying to gain all the notoriety that comes from being on the JBN, as well as containing or remaining to have his independent status that he has. And that's a big deal. And now he feels he can't be himself. He feels that he has to do a complete 180. He has to change his whole personality. Because he doesn't want to miss out on the opportunity of being on the JVP. He's seeing currently what it's doing for Mark. So Emanny going to the quote-unquote ops page opens up a plethora of questions. Why does Danny continue to get promotion? It was leaked. Well, not necessarily leaked, but I heard recently that he has Ian, the manager's number. Why would he have Ian, the manager's number? And shout out to J-Matt. A couple of weeks ago, I saw a video where Ian had reached out to him Ian keeps everyone that's in the community in the tuck. He reached out to me. That's why I just uploaded my email address to the video, or to my description finally. Shout out to jbpelevated@gmail.com. Send me all your suggestions, all your requests. If you have any advertisements. Sorry, selfless plug. But anyway, why do they consistently promote things that Danny's doing? Why do they consistently go to his spaces? Why do they consistently put him on? And it's not they're putting him on. He put himself on by speaking on them. And now he has a voice that people want to hear from when it comes to these topics. Emanny, start the Patreon, sir. It's okay. Start spreading your wings. Because Joe is going to get frustrated for reasons that I can't really explain to you at this moment. But as soon as you start gaining traction, you'll start feeling the same heat that Flip feels. Flip does not want Joe to speak on any of his outside ventures anymore. He doesn't want him to speak on them because Joe will bring light to every single one of them, and he'll degrade him and denigrate him every chance he gets. As soon as he says it, I don't want you to speak on my outside ventures anymore. But the catch-22 is I need the notoriety that I receive here to continue to speak on my outside ventures. Joe knows the pull and the power of his words. This is why he uses them in the manner that he does. And Emanny just let it off. I'm getting tired of how y'all are treating me. I'm getting tired of how y'all are treating me. I am not the butt of the joke. And I saw a little snippet of Mark and Flip having a whole bunch of resentment towards each other. Mark does not respect Flip at all. He doesn't respect this nigga. And Flip senses that. So in return, he doesn't respect Mark either. Every time Mark tries to interject or speak for Flip, Flip always shuts him down. Stop speaking for me, nigga. I get it. The people love you. The community loves you. And notice how Flip keeps shooting at the community. It's not because he hates the community. Flip fucks with us. He doesn't fuck with how much power we have over his co-host and boss, though. He hates that shit. I brought a lot of y'all over here. In his head, he knows this. But now y'all are being turned and used against me. So once Flip figures that out, that we're actually not against him, we're just speaking our thoughts. Niggas is out here getting paid to criticize y'all. That's how big of a platform y'all are. Once he realizes that and starts utilizing the community in his favor, all out Mark, is going to be a completely different result for him. But instead, he has antipathy and resentment towards the people that are utilizing it. And now he's starting to realize that Emanny is about to branch off and do it on his own. Being on Danny's platform is a big deal. It's a big deal. Don't let Danny put a snippet of this interview on his YouTube page. That'll change the landscape for Emanny if he utilizes and executes. You have to jump on the opportunity that you presented yourself, sir. You have to. If you don't have a Patreon, create one. And if you have one created, please start promoting the title of it, even if you only have one piece of content. But who am I to speak? I don't know anything. I'm just speculating. It's all conjecture on my end. But now we have to pay attention to the exchanges between Emanny and Flip. Of course, there's not real beef. It's not real beef. But it's financially tied. So we have to pay attention to Emanny's movements in order to see that fully play out. Now we have to pay attention to the exchanges between Mark and Flip. Notice Flip, or actually let's pay attention to how Mark addresses Flip every single time he speaks to him. If there's a modicum of respect there, then we'll see that situation change. But if Mark's going to continue to denigrate Flip straight to his face, it's only going to get worse, because Flip is not an idiot. He may not know how to articulate the way he wants to, but Flip sees a lot of bullshit. He sees a lot of it. So expect him to start paying attention to it more and more and more. And I'm going to start paying attention to the movements between the Stop and the JVN, because I think there's something bigger at play. Danny gets his own bread. I hate speaking on it like this because it makes it seem like I'm taking shots at Danny, and I'm not. That nigga to me is on like kingpin status in this shit. He's like the Messiah. It sounds crazy, but that's how I view him. So I'm not taking shots at him, but I am paying attention to the movements between him and the JBN because I think there's something there. But I appreciate y'all as always. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know how we rocking. I finally logged into my YouTube dashboard on a computer. Like, finally. I'll just do everything from my phone. And I'm starting to put the end credits thing. So if y'all start seeing links to different videos and playlists and subscribe buttons, I finally figured it out. It's time to get with the times, take the training wheels off. Subscribe to the Patreon page. Hey, I'm not going to continue to say this, but I will say this time. Subscribe to the Patreon. You will get numerous YouTube drops on the Patreon, the free tier, ad-free. Subscribe to the Patreon simply to binge watch that bad boy. I don't care if you get on any of the paid tiers as of yet. That's for later. I do have Patreon drops hitting the paid tiers today, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I appreciate all the support. Sincerely, like, it's just overwhelming at times, but y'all be on the lookout for another YouTube video today. I'll see y'all. Peace.